Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the In Between Podcast. Let's go ahead and get things started. Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the In Between Podcast with your host, as always, Kyle McLemore. Now, before we get too far along in the pod, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Go ahead and punch the old like and subscribe. Definitely helps the show out, and we appreciate it here at the In Between Podcast. Wanted to talk to you guys about the latest news going down over at DC. The latest news over there, no more Superman. Henry Cavill. Getting the old axe over there, which is interesting and also unfortunate timing. The timing's pretty bad. You gotta imagine he got that phone call and was just like, fuck. There's I think because he was on The Witcher, but then he was like, hey, peace out, Witcher, I'm gone. Good luck casting another Geralt or whatever his name is. I don't know Henry Cavill personally, but he seems like a pretty chill dude. He seems like a pretty cool guy. And by that I mean he seems like when he does stuff, he knows the source material pretty well. When they gave him the role for The Witcher, he was like, fuck yeah, I love The Witcher, dude. I play all those games. And I guess that's kind of where the problem lies, because it's Netflix was kind of doing their own thing, their own storyline or whatever, and Henry is just kind of this is straying a little bit further than what I interpret to be what's awesome about The Witcher, and I'm not really digging this too much. And they're like, yeah, well, what are you going to do without us, Henry Cavill? Go do another Mission Impossible with your fake mustache? And he's like, nah, I'm going to go be motherfucking Superman again. Yeah, showing up at spoilers if you haven't seen Black Adam yet, or seen that after credit scene where Superman shows up and it's like, what's up, Black Adam? You want some of this? And then a day later, they're like, hey, Henry, so about that Superman thing, I don't know how to say this other than you're fired. You're fired. Gave him the boot on that one because James Gunn was like, hey, I'm taking over and we're cleaning house. We're getting rid of all this bullshit and we're doing a clean slate. I don't care that Black Adam came out a day ago. We're starting fresh with this DC bullshit. I gotta untangle all this bullshit. We're starting fresh, cutting ties everywhere. Wonder Woman, see ya. Batman, I don't even know if they're. I think that's kind of they had their own thing going already. It was supposed to be a 3-movie trilogy coming out, so I'm assuming. I'm not going to put all that in the first one, Robert Pattinson, and then do a whole new restart. Now, I'm pretty sure Batman will be okay, but Wonder Woman, see ya. Flash, come on, we all knew Flash wasn't going to make it, dude, with what is his fucking name? We need to talk about Kevin, something with an E, I can't remember his name, but that dude has been off the rails. The fucking Flash has been a maniac lately, just choking out fans and then breaking into people's houses, he's just being an overall fucking menace to society. Recast him as the Joker because he's being way more Jokerish than he is the Flash. Oh, Momoa, see ya. No more Aquaman. There's actually a couple of rumors that he might be reintroduced as Lobo or something, which is it's pretty cool. He's a cool character and I can totally see Momoa doing it, but I feel it might be a little bit weird because we've only known him as Aquaman, and all of a sudden he's gonna come flying at us as a whole new character. It's interesting. It's what if Robert Downey Jr. did double duty as Iron Man and then he died, and then we'll just bring him back with our restart. Only this time you're gonna be Mr. Fantastic. It's that's cool, but also we know him as Iron Man, so it's Lobo would be awesome, but we kind of know him as Aquaman already. But so you gotta feel for Henry Cavill on that one, where it's just yeah. And he would put a whole post where he's all hyped up. He's all, dude, Superman's coming back, and there's some exciting shit. I'm fucking hyped up for this. Next day, you're fired. Glad you're excited. because it ain't happening. But I'm sure he'll be fine. That dude's pretty awesome. He's got like a Warhammer thing coming out. I mean, I know nothing about Warhammer other than it looks fucking dope. I like all the armored guys, and they're fighting like demon aliens in the future or something. It's a cool concept that I know very little about, but I feel like his track record, whatever Henry Cavill gets behind, I'm right there behind him. Like, you got this, buddy. I'm rooting for you. And it's funny too because like The Rock put out a big old announcement where he's like, "Yeah, Black Adam was cool. I mean, I'm glad I hyped it up for years just to have it fucking like immediately after we put it out. Like, great. I thought we were finally getting the ball rolling, and just like up. No, I don't think so. I think he like put like some very vague like, yeah, I talked to James Gunn and we're gonna see if we can make it something work with this, with Black Adam. But it's like, I got a feeling, yeah, ain't gonna happen." And then, what's weird, too, about The Rock is that all these people, always talking shit about The Rock, about how he's just like, oh, he's such a shitty actor, dude. He plays the same character in every movie. He just plays himself. He's just The Rock in every movie, no matter what. And it's like, yeah, no shit. Do you want him to be anything other than amazing The fucking Rock, dude? What is it that makes The Rock great is that he's fucking, physically, astounding to look at, and then he's just smashing dudes through walls. What more do you want? I don't go see fucking San Andreas or Hobbs and Shaw, or what the fuck is that movie? Hobbs and Shaw, to fucking, see his acting capability. I'm going because I want to see him, throw fucking cars and punch through walls and shit, because he's basically Superman. I'm not going for his acting capability. It's not Daniel Day-Lewis over here. You think I'm going to The Rock when he's gonna play Abraham Lincoln? You want to see The Rock really bust out some great acting chops and what's another great to see The Rock in Blade Runner or something or what's another I would love to see The Rock as Abraham Lincoln, dude. That'd be awesome. That's the Lincoln I want to see. I love Daniel Day-Lewis, DDL all the way, but Lincoln was kind of boring. I wouldn't mind seeing The Rock be like, "Oh, you want slavery, bro?" Just throwing all these people across the room. "Emancipation Proclamation, motherfucker!" Just smashing dudes. Yeah. Anytime someone's like, "Oh, The Rock is just a, or there was I was watching this video of this guy who was just going ham on The Rock and being like, "You know how I know The Rock only cares about himself and not really gives a shit about the DC universe? Because at the end of Black Adam is a Shazam villain, he has him squaring up with Superman and not Shazam." And it's like, hey man, no shit. You really want to see The Rock versus Shazam, whatever that guy's name, Chuck or whatever? Yeah, I mean, Shazam is cool, but it's for awesome factor, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to see The Rock fight Superman, dude, way more than I want to see him fight Shazam. You're acting like Shazam is some amazing movie. It's such a blah movie with Chuck or whatever his name is. Now, come on, dude. Oh, he only cares about himself. And it's no, dude, he cares about fucking putting out some awesome, entertaining content, which I am always going to get behind, dude. I cannot wait to see where this whole DC thing goes. I mean, especially with James Gunn taking the reins over, because James Gunn, you want to talk about somebody being on a hot streak? Goddamn, James Gunn does not miss lately, dude. Ever since it all started off with Guardians really blasted him into the stratosphere, and he just has not been on a downslope at all since then. It's just been into the stratosphere. All the Guardians were good. He came out with the second Suicide Squad, which was 1,000 times better than the first. He had a whole not Homelander. I always do that, mix up Homelander and Peacemaker. Had a whole series with Peacemaker where it's yeah, they do that thing where it's James Gunn, he'll direct episode 1 and 2, and then everything else is somebody else. It's no, James Gunn directed and wrote every fucking episode of that show, and it was amazing. So it's the dude knows what he's doing, and as far as comic books or superheroes, that guy knows what's up. So totally cannot wait to see what he does. I mean, I love DC so much, and it's just so brutal to try to watch all their movies because it's just like such a bad track record. But hopefully with James Gunn coming on the scene, be a whole new DC. I'm hoping it'll be awesome. Everything that I really want it to be. I mean, like I love Green Lantern so much, dude, and like I have been dying for years for some awesome Green Lantern content. Please give me a Green Lantern TV series, dude. I will watch the shit out of that. Yeah, there's so many great Green Arrow. All the green characters are my favorite. Green Arrow is the shit. I don't know. DC just has that thing where it's just like I feel like some characters just don't translate over to film as well. Like Green Arrow is phenomenally awesome, but he's also like, I don't know, Robin Hood. Does that really transfer over to film? A guy fighting crime in a bright green Robin Hood suit? Like, I don't know. But in the comic book, he's just so fucking cool, man. That'll do it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Go ahead and punch the old like and subscribe button. It helps the show stay alive, and we appreciate it. I am your host, as always, Kyle McLemore, and we'll see you next time on the pod.